In this presentation, we'll look at how much college costs today, projected costs for the future, and the building blocks that go into funding a college education. We'll review different tax-advantaged ways to save for college, and we'll also examine the role of a financial aid. We all know the benefits of a college education: the ability to contend in today's competitive job market, increased earning power, and expanded horizons. But if you're like most parents, there are a lot of demands competing for your hard-earned dollars. The costs associated with a new baby or grown children, monthly mortgage or rent payments, monthly car payments, contributions to your retirement plans, your own student loans, and maybe even a nice vacation now and then. Add in the cost of bills and unforeseen emergencies, and it's hard to imagine how you might fit in saving for college too. And yet, it's imperative that you start your child's college fund as soon as you can. Why do you need to start saving for college now? The answer is the high cost of a college education. Unfortunately, college costs continue to go up, and there's no end in sight. According to the College Board, the average cost for 1 year at a 4-year public college, including tuition, fees, and room and board, is about $25,000. At a 4-year private college, the average 1-year cost is almost $50,000. Multiply each figure by the number of years your child will be in college, and you can see how expensive college really is. And we haven't even factored in inflation yet. College inflation refers to the percentage by which college costs increase each year. Over the past decade, college inflation has more than doubled that of general inflation. In 10 years, with a college inflation rate of 5%, the cost of 1 year at a public college could be almost $40,000, while the cost of 1 year at a private college could exceed $75,000. The good news is that the money you save for college will probably play only one part, albeit a big one, in the successful financing of your child's college education. Think of your college savings as just one block in a block tower. In addition to that, some of your child's college costs may be covered by financial aid, which may include student loans, grants, scholarships, and work study from both the federal government and your child's college. Your income during the years your child is in college, plus any part-time job earnings from your child. Other borrowing options during the college years, such as a home equity loan or a Parent Plus loan. And creative cost-cutting measures, such as having your child attend a community college for 2 years before transferring to a 4-year college, or encouraging your child to choose an accelerated degree program where he or she can graduate in 3 years instead of 4. So, even though college costs are high, think of your savings as a down payment of sorts on the full sticker price, similar to a down payment on a home. A good rule of thumb is to aim to save at least 50% of your child's projected college costs. Now let's talk a bit about financial aid, because many parents who are saving for college assume that financial aid will cover most college expenses. Financial aid is money given to the students primarily by the federal government and colleges to help pay for their education. This money can take the form of loans, grants, scholarships, or work-study jobs. Loans and work-study must be repaid either through financial obligations in the case of loans or service to the college in the case of work-study. By contrast, grants and scholarships do not need to be repaid. All of the information included on your aid application is run through a special formula to determine your expected family contribution, or EFC. This is the minimum amount of money your family must contribute toward college costs as a prerequisite to receiving aid, and it remains the same no matter which school your child attends. The difference between your EFC and the cost of your child's college is your child's financial need. How much should you rely on financial aid to cover your child's college expenses? Unfortunately, not much. Although financial aid can certainly help cover expenses, student loans make up the largest percentage of the typical aid package, not grants and scholarships. Assuming your child qualifies for aid, plan on loans covering anywhere from 0 to 50%, grants and scholarships covering anywhere from 0 to 15%, and the amount covered by work-study jobs varying. Your college fund can grow over a period of years if you invest a certain amount of money each month. For example, if you save $100 a month for 15 years, assuming an average after-tax investment return of 6%, you'll have almost $30,000 in your child's college fund. The sooner you start saving, the more time your money will have to grow. Again, we understand there are many demands on your hard-earned dollars, A good plan is to start with whatever amount you could afford and add to it over the years as you receive bonuses, raises, tax refunds, and unexpected windfalls. And as your child grows older, he or she can also contribute to the fund by earmarking a portion of birthday or graduation money, as well as earnings from a part-time job. The important thing is to start saving, even if it's not as much as you'd like. You have several college savings options to choose from. These options include 529 plans, Coverdell Education Savings Accounts, and, to a lesser extent, U.S. savings bonds and custodial accounts. Why the focus on tax-advantaged strategies? Well, to get ahead in the college savings game, you should use tax-advantaged savings whenever possible. A 529 plan, or a qualified tuition program, is a college savings vehicle that offers federal and sometimes state tax advantages. There are actually two types of 529 plans. The first is called a college savings vehicle, and the second is a prepaid tuition plan. With either type of plan, you are the account owner and control the account. Your child is the beneficiary, and your contributions grow tax deferred, which means that you don't pay income tax on your earnings each year. You don't need to be a parent to open a 529 plan account. A grandparent, relative, or a friend may open an account and contribute money on behalf of your child. A Coverdell Education Savings Account, or ESA, is a tax-advantaged education savings vehicle that lets you contribute up to $2,000 per year for your child's elementary, secondary, and college expenses. You have complete control over the investments you hold in your Coverdell account. And, like a 529 plan, your money grows tax-deferred, and any earnings in your Coverdell account that are used to pay qualified education expenses are completely tax-free at the federal level, and typically at the state level too. Unfortunately, though, to make the full $2,000 contribution to a Coverdell account, a married couple's joint income must be less than $190,000, and an individual's income must be less than $95,000. U.S. savings bonds offer a special tax benefit for college savers. The interest earned by the bonds is exempt from federal income tax if the bonds are used to pay college expenses. But to get this tax benefit, your income must be below a certain level, which is substantially less than the Coverdell ESA limits. The interest earned on U.S. savings bonds is always exempt from state income tax, no matter what your income level, and even if the bonds aren't used to pay for college. And the principal is guaranteed by the U.S. government on both types of bonds. Series EE and Series I savings bonds are easily purchased at most banks and financial institutions, or directly from the federal government. They're available in denominations ranging from $50 to $10,000. A custodial account doesn't offer federal tax-deferred and tax-free earnings like a 529 plan or a Coverdell account, but it does provide some opportunity for tax savings, assuming your child is in a lower tax bracket than you. A custodial account is an account set up at a bank or local financial institution and managed by you or another custodian you choose. The purpose of the account is to hold assets in your child's name without having to set up a trust. These assets can then be used to pay for college as well as other child-related expenses like private school or summer camp. You have complete control over the investments you hold in a custodial account, but gifts made to the account are irrevocable, which means that the only way to get money out is to spend it on a child-related item. And finally, your child will gain control of any assets that remain in the account when he or she turns 18 or 21, depending on your state. As you embark on saving for your child's college education, keep in mind that a financial professional can help you by creating a college saving strategy that's right for you, by completing a dry run through the financial aid formulas so you get an idea of how much aid your child might be eligible for, by periodically reviewing and adjusting your strategy in light of tax law and market changes to make sure it's operating at maximum efficiency, and by making sure that your retirement savings are on course as well. We hope you found this helpful as you start the process of building your college fund. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact our Service Center at 888-762-6088, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Financial planning and investment advice are offered through Sentinel Pension Advisors, Inc., an SEC-registered investment advisor. Investment brokerage services are offered through Sentinel Securities, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Sentinel Benefits and Financial Group is the brand name for the Sentinel family of companies, which includes SPA and SSI.